Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys a mommy related video and we're going to be talking about essential baby things, but when your baby is in the 8-month-old range, to help you kind of navigate what you might need and what you wouldn't need. So if you guys are interested, please just stay tuned. As always, if you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe, leave me some love. My name is Jojo. I post things beauty and mommy related. I have 3 sons and this is my latest addition. So this little guy is now 8 months old. He's grown bigger and I've got some fun stuff to share with you guys. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna go through like the categories of like sleeping and feeding, and I wanted to start with some stuff that he's using to feed, just meals, that kind of thing. But one of the things I put on my baby registry that I'm so glad I did was the magic bullet. It's like a little mini blender and it comes with different size cups and you can do smoothies, you can do baby food. I love this just to mix up my baby food, keep it in the fridge. They also come with like little screw top lids. It's just such a convenient thing just to have in the kitchen and to have for you and baby. This has definitely been one of my go-tos. Also another thing that I used for Lincoln and Hudson that I found really helpful were little plastic bowls. These are the bowls that I feed Easton out of, like breakfast, lunch and dinner. They're just super convenient and I love these because they have a lid to them, so they're more portable. You can take them around with them if you go to a friend's house. You can just put like a little bit of baby cereal in them. I also put them in the dishwasher. I have about 6 of these and they're so affordable. These have just turned out to be a really good staple that I had with all my boys because I feel like they're so easy to cart around. I can just pop it in my bag and his food is ready to go. On top of that, he's holding this one. I also go just for these little spoons. I think this is Newbie. I think I got like a pack of 8 again for $2.50. They're so affordable. I just find that these are the easiest things to take baby food around with me. Just really simple. I had these 6 years ago. These were from Lincoln, which is kind of weird to think about. That's why it's all stained. I actually don't want to get rid of them. But these are just like a cloth bib and they're so big. They cover such a huge like portion of babies. We have the silicone bibs that have got like the little curve in them to catch the food, but they're kind of gimmicky. I don't really like them, but I love these because you can wipe baby's face down, his hands down. You can dampen it and then use it as a cloth. Like, I found these just to be the best way to feed him. Just a really nice large bib that is just easy. You just throw it in the wash and it's good. Another thing that I have found has come in handy are these little Sippy Cups. Now this is by the brand Tommy Tippy. I think I got 2 of these for like $11, and what I love about these is that they're a training cup for about 6 months upwards. I think they come with like 2 different kind of sippy, you know, ways for him to drink it. So this is the first teat that it's got on it. Just take out the teat like that and then you get more of like a training kind of cup. So that's more of like the training sippy cup. It's all silicone, so it's bendable, and then it's got a little cap for it, so if you need to take it anywhere, and it's also dishwasher safe. In terms of what he does drink, he's drinking water, but it has been a process of getting him used to water. At first he kind of cringed and did this number where he was like, I'm not into that. But honestly, persist with the babies because half the time they don't know what they like. You have to kind of train them into that. So I found these cups to be really handy when he's in the process of learning how to drink on his own. Okay, so I'm going to move on to his sleeping aids, I suppose. And the first one is, of course, the Love to Dream swaddle, but this is the transitional stage. So I've zipped off the arms, so he's got more freedom with his arms, but he still fits in this. I think the size is a medium, so I feel like this has just been really great at letting him know it's cute, it's time to go to bed. And I've used them from the beginning, from when he was a little baby. It's always been a favorite with all 3 of my sons. Another, of course, thing that I'm using still every time I put him down to sleep is that heavier blend of cotton blanket. I mentioned this in my first video again. So I found that this blanket is just perfect just to throw over him when he's sleeping, and it's just so light and airy and very breathable. But I feel like this is so great in summer and winter, especially in summer when you've got the air conditioning on in the house. You still want to keep them quite warm. These are by far my favorite kind of blanket to give a baby, whether they're a newborn or whether they're a year old, and they're also a really decent size. So this is a favorite when it's bedtime. I've kind of geared away from the Wubba Nub. I really love those to begin with, and I put them in my first video. You guys can check it out. But now he's moved on to a different pacifier. I made sure to get a bigger size, 6 months and up. So these are just an even flow silicone pacifier. There's nothing fancy about it. I got this box and I think it had about 8 or 6 pacifiers in it. So, you know, they're not a pacifier that I feel terrible about losing either. The thing that I really like about these is that the whole thing is silicone. Really bendable, really flexible, and I like that the actual handle here is kind of on a lean down, so if you wanted to attach a pacifier clip to it, it's very easy. My only complaint with these is that I wish I'd rethought the color. Silicone and clear, over time it turns a little bit more yellow looking, and then on top of that, if it's like dark, it's harder to see because there's no color to it. These are a great find. I got these at Target, super affordable, and they are a favorite passy for East. This is a baby bath mat. That's all that it is, and I feel like as a first time parent, I did the same thing when I had Lincoln. I went out and got me a big giant plastic bath. It was hard to bath him in, it was hard to fill up, it was hard to haul around, but this time around I opted for one of these, and this has been the coolest thing. I think it was about $6 from Target. All it is a piece of foam with like kind of a crevice cut out in it, so you do still have to support baby's head when you're putting them in the bath. I only put bath water in like that high, not too much, and I just make sure that the foam is soaked in the water so that it's weighted down for baby to lie on. I support his neck, kind of use my other hand to wash his body, and it's done. After that, I just wring it out and throw it in the washing machine, dry it, and stick it under my vanity. It's so easy to store, it's so easy to clean, and this has just kind of been my favorite bathing tool for him. It's all that I've used, and it's the easiest thing when it comes to bathing a baby. Lastly, we're going to talk about what East is rocking. He is drooling a lot, so these little bandana bibs are just where it's at. I don't know if he's teething. I don't see any teeth. It's really odd, but I have friends with babies and they've got a mouthful of teeth at 8 months old, but not this kid. He's a little bit behind in that department. These are so affordable. You can get them on Amazon for like 6 for like $10. They're so cheap. If you're really good on a sewing machine, you can make them yourself. All they are is cotton on one side and then more of like a fleece on the other. The fleece is more absorbent. They've got a good thickness to them. Can we just like give East his moment here? Check this out. They're just adorable bibs, right? Another thing, again, I mentioned in my first video is these little suits. They're so cute. He's got little hedgehogs on his today. As you can see, he's rocking the hedgehogs. This is the Cloud Island inverted zipper kind of sleep play suit. These come in a pack of 3, and I think they're about $12. They're just an awesome suit. They're really great for him to sleep in, especially inside again when it's summer and the aircon is on. It just keeps him a little bit warmer. Now that he's crawling, he's starting to just use his body all over the floor, so keep him a little bit cleaner. They're just a great go-to do everything in suit. I have found these to be my favorite item of clothing for him. Okay, last but not least is a little bit more of a controversial item. I've heard some debate about them, but I have always used them, so I never really thought anything about it until I came here. This is a Baltic amber bead necklace, and what I love about these is not only do they look really cool, but they are designed for teething babies. The amber bead, they say warmed up against their skin, is meant to ease the pain of teething for them. So I think I paid about $20 for this necklace. I got it off Amazon, and it's from a brand called Hazelade or Hazeland, I think. But the thing that I want to note about these necklaces is that you don't want them to be too long on your baby. This is just an 11-inch. It's the shortest kind of necklace. To make sure that you're getting a good length so that they can't put their arm through it. There's not a lot of give in it. It doesn't have a screw like closure, but it's got like a pop closure, so it can pop open quite easily. I consider them to be safe. It's my personal opinion because each bead is individually tied with a knot. So even if it does break, only one of the beads is going to come off. They're not all just going to fall off at once. And I have noticed a difference each time I put one on my kids. I've noticed that their drooling settles down. They look really cute. He's got his on, and I've got it in the color lemon, so this is it right here. I think I put his on maybe at 3 months, so I started pretty early. So this has been a go-to. and yeah, I would recommend these. Those are all my like 8-month-old baby essential items. If you guys have any of your favorites that I'm not aware of, that I don't have in my collection, leave them down below. I want to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Join me in my next video, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe because we can hang out. Have an awesome day. Bye.